Hello and thanks for checking out ChartGuys.com. We're proud to be one of the most successful technical analysis communities online, teaching you the skills to become a more confident, effective, and informed trader. Join our community of hundreds of analysts worldwide working together to learn the charts, generate profit, and achieve financial independence. For access to daily live chart analysis and market coverage, a thriving chat community, along with dozens of hours of exclusive educational materials. We look forward to seeing you. Let's check out some charts. Hey everyone, checking in on the market in dark mode, and we had the bulls establish a daily higher low today, saw a little bit of follow through, broke the high of yesterday, and then after hours, the headlines are piling on and we are dumping as apparently nothing's going to get done with China as far as a trade deal. The delegations may be leaving after one day, yada yada. So we're looking tomorrow at that low of 288.49. And if that level breaks, then we're going to be looking down at the low of 284.82, and then of course the August lows. So this, if we break 288.49 tomorrow, the needle definitely goes in favor of the bears on this daily chart and on the weekly chart. And if we break that weekly support, you better believe we are going to be in a weekly downtrend, and we're going to be seeing more weakness than we've seen since the December dump started. Or I should say since the December bounce started. So all in all, looking like the bears could get some momentum. We'll see what we get once the bell rings and the real volume comes into play. So it'll be an interesting morning tomorrow. So looking at IWM, it is weaker. The daily time frame didn't get nearly as much bounce attempt as SPY did. And looking after hours, trading at 145.69, we are going to be right down looking at the low of this current pullback and the low of August. Both of those levels are in play. For QQQ, the daily higher low is 185.27. In after hours, we're right under that level. So that'll be in play tomorrow depending where we open. If it breaks, we're looking right back at the low of 181.82 and then the low from August. XLF, daily support 26.76 after hours. Pretty liquid, but we're right down at those levels. So pretty much the bottom line is where we are right now on most of these sectors is the low from yesterday. And if that level breaks tomorrow during regular trading, we look to the low from last week. XLV, daily inside bar today, and no volume after hours to be looking at, but we'll probably be right around $88 tomorrow or right now if we were trading. And then we're looking at 87.20 as the next level. Biotech sector, clearly the weakest sector, lower high and on the verge of a lower low if 72.97 breaks. We're down at 74. So daily downtrend, weekly downtrend is already in play in the biotech sector. And after 72.97, we're looking down at 70.20 as the next level. And the VIX, daily inside bar today, pretty big pullback today, but of course, well, we don't got after hours to look at, but if we look at TVIX, and we don't have it there either. So they will be looking to open higher. And there it is. So TVIX after hours, 1575, which is higher than the high of today. And we're going to be watching to see if the volatility sector can break the high of yesterday. So that's where we stand for the market as a whole. The bears getting a big bump with this recent news. And we'll see if they can follow through with it. Again, they want to see a break not only of the low of yesterday, but a break of the low of last week and a break of the August lows for it to be a very convincing, clean-cut trend change, bears in full control, short-term time frames. That's what they want to see. Anything else is going to be still ambiguous. If we break the low of last week, yes, it's a bear break. Yes, the bears have momentum, but the August lows are the most important to me because that's what maintains the weekly higher lows on most of these names. Gold has a daily higher low. Resistance of 1520 has to break. Saw a bull move. We got up to 1516, but it's all about 1520 to change the daily trend. That's going to be in play. Of course, the more the market breaks support levels, the more and more that gold is going to look like a potential monthly bull flag, which it still is, possibly a monthly bull flag at this point. Silver got its bull break on the daily already with the trend change, so it's a one step ahead of gold in that regard. 1794 is resistance. We are just looking for the precious metals to give us weekly lower highs. So even looking at gold, It's all about 1536 on the weekly time frame. And silver, though we've changed the daily trend, anything under 1872 is just a weekly lower high. But again, long-term, monthly, no red flags on this current consolidation. And the bulls, whenever you see a trend change with a lower high and a lower low, seeing that straight into dip buying and straight into a bounce is always best case scenario. There was a play off dust today, a bottom fishing play. First thing this morning, it was a decent little setup where we had the low of yesterday at 684 and the low of today in the first 5 minutes of trading was 685, and then we hit 686. So multiple plays off of support, and then the bull break occurred, and look at that follow through all the way up to 720. So any entry in the 680s off of yesterday's low resulted in 4%. It's slower than what we've seen in miners in the recent past, but 4% is nothing to sneeze at. Even 2% is certainly a worthwhile trade. Where do we stand on the daily in the miners? We're looking to see, can the bear miners form a higher low? Probably going to be a setback because of the after hours news, but anything above 618 is a daily higher low, and that's the most important support level for me. And it looks like we are down at the low of the last 2 days here in extended hours. Oil had a bearish reaction to the inventory report, so that's another point in favor of market bears. Same setup for SPY with the daily higher low and the attempt to change the daily trend, and a failure right now. So if we drop down and break 50.97 and 50.51, we will break a triple bottom on oil, and I'm using that term lightly. It's a double bottom and a higher low just above it. But if we break all those supports, where's the next oil support? There is a lack of support until the December low of 42.34. So again, if oil breaks these levels, it's definitely going to have an impact as far as what I feel the market's going to be looking to do, and it will be a point in favor of the bears. Natural gas right down on top of its low 219.9, still holding, but if that level breaks, the daily downtrend of lower highs and lower lows continues. 4-hour time frame, close to oversold, but not there yet, so not really ideal for a bottom fishing play. Hourly RSI cooling off with a little bear flag attempt. So just a question of whether the inventory report will be bullish to hold that support or bearish to break it. So bears getting a bit more confident in the market. We'll see if they can drive it home or if the bulls are going to come and play some defense. Certainly will be an interesting rest of the week, and certainly we'll see an uptick in volume tomorrow after a very slow volume day today with the Jewish holiday. And we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good rest of your night.